Guys, we're gonna dig deeper into Blade Trinity. There's just so much there. I don't know if it started there. It could have been before. But it's like, oh, like it's so strong, like the resemblance. It's so uncanny of what's happening now and what happened then. But listen, J Adam 8844 kindly left me a comment on one of my YouTube videos about Blade Trinity. And boy, did that comment just send me down deeper into like more rabbit holes. We have to pick this apart and take our time. And this is gonna be several parts. I don't know how many, hopefully not that many, but we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Now, disclaimer, I am not a professional investigator or anything. I'm just a content creator, right? Like a mom. Sleuthing, whatever. But I just want you to know that this is an evolving story, and everything is alleged. If there are receipts, I will show them. But again, always fact check on your own. Always question everything, and don't take anybody's word for granted. I am learning so much about how the media manipulates a lot of things. A lot of these articles that I am looking into have such defamatory things, and people got away with it. They got away with twisting the narrative, and had we not have the internet and like our phones and like being able to like look into things deeper, like we would have been fed this information and we would have thought very defamatory things about like certain people. It's just insane, like how they can like completely tarnish your reputation with just a few little tweaks here and there, twisting the narrative. Anyway, J Adam 8844 said, I have insider info on the set of Blade Trinity. It was constant racism and antagonism when Ryan Snake Reynolds befriended the racist and very connected director Goyer, and was cast in the film. Subsequently, Wesley's power was taken away when the white man bonded to destabilize Wesley's power despite being executive producer on the franchise. It was a tense set, and Reynolds was like a racist high school jock, playing mind games and encouraging the racism. Much more happened. Someone called the IRS to suggest that Wesley didn't pay his taxes, but there was proof Wesley did send a check to the IRS. Evidence is in the WikiLeaks vault. Check it out. But Wesley went to jail anyway. I've been posting this on YouTube channels everywhere about this for years, how evil and psychopathic Ryan Reynolds truly is. That's how Ashley Brienne got the info but didn't acknowledge the source. Okay. Thank you so much, J Adam 8844, for reaching out, for sharing this information. I can only imagine how frustrated you are that you've seen this like year after year and that no one's listening to you. I get you. I feel the same. And let me tell you, we're going to get to the bottom of this one way or another. We're just going to have to look. I might not have all the answers, but if my video sparks someone into action, a bigger someone with connections and resources needs to look into this, because really, there's something off, something amiss. I'm telling you, like my spidey senses are going off on this. So credit to you, J Adam 8844. Thank you so much, because what you said has been tracking in everything that I've been finding. Now, the part about the IRS, I'm looking into it. I haven't found anything on that. So, but I will show whatever receipts I've found so far. Before we dive into the racism of it all and everything, let's go back and see, how did these two meet? Like, how did they begin a relationship, actor and director? Like, how did he get cast into this movie? We wanted to inject some new blood, David S. Goyer said, with perhaps just a touch of irony, of Blade Trinity, the third installment of the Vampire Hunter trilogy that began with Stephen Norrington's Blade in 1988, then continued with Guillermo del Toro's Blade 2 in 2002. Goyer wrote both earlier pictures, but this time he'd taken over the directing chores as well. He visited Dallas along with two of the picture stars, Jessica Biel and Ryan Reynolds, for a special screening, as well as to attend a big comic expo. We just felt that since it was the third time out, we needed to do something a little different. Okay, this is the website is oneguysopinion.com, and does that not sound like Book Bonanza? Does that not sound like Book Bonanza? Like Goyer going to a screening with two of the cast, but not the main dude, not the principal guy. Like, you know, the movie's called Blade and Blade doesn't show up. Kind of like Book Bonanza, they're promoting It Ends With Us, but Ryle's not there, the director of the movie and the one that owns the IP, you know, like for, you know, the rights for the movie and stuff like that is not there. Like, how? See, Goyer didn't even know that he was going to be directing the third time. He's alleging, like the third movie, he's alleging that New Line Cinema asked him, I need to look into that stuff. How was it that he was approached? Why was he approached? Because I looked at his IMDb, and before Blade Trinity, he had only directed one movie, Zigzag or something like that, with Wesley Snipes. Only one movie. He went on to direct like 3 other movies or 4 total, and none of them were critically acclaimed. Not like all of them were not that good, really, at all. And so he has had success after Blade, but it has been writing, going back to writing. Like he did like Batman movies and stuff like that. Call me crazy, but I think, in my opinion, allegedly, that Ryan got close to this dude because he had Deadpool. He wanted to be some sort of like superhero character. And somehow, like, I don't know, the chicken or the egg situation here. Was it that Ryan already had the idea and like came close to David Goyer to like get it, you know, get in? Or was it David that put the idea in Ryan, or Ryan stole the idea? Because look at what it says. It says right here. So let's do it. It was during the writing of the script that New Line's Pictures approached me to direct as well. Why? Dude, on Blade 2 you had Guillermo del Toro directing. Guillermo freaking del Toro. Why would they want Goyer who like did Zigzag? It doesn't make any kind of sense. And obviously Wesley Snipes didn't want him. I'm sure that he preferred Guillermo del Toro. Oh my gosh. Anyway, listen to this. This is the way that they explain the casting of Ryan Reynolds. I love a lot of independent films and I like improvisation, Goyer explained. And so I knew that I wanted to cast people with an improvisational background. I think they infused it with an energy you wouldn't otherwise get. That desire led him to hone in on Reynolds, whose previous work had been in comic roles both in film and on television. It was a real change of pace for the young actor who found the physical demands of the part a challenge. I mean, is Jessica Biel known for like her improv background? Or were they really trying to explain why was this dude cast? The guy from Sabrina, you know? Follow for part 2 because this is getting meatier. Just watch. I feel like really Ryan ditched Goyer as soon as like he knew that he wasn't gonna make his movie happen. I almost feel like he took the idea from Goyer.